All right.
Right, cool. And now, hey everybody. We're just kind of trying to figure out what's going on here. I think we are broadcasting out to a whole bunch of different places at the same time. Good morning. This is Tom Knudsen, and
Joshua Chevron.
that's right. And we are getting up to speed with a new tech stack here for our broadcasting. We're experimenting with pushing out to multiple platforms at the same time and getting all of our tech working. So bear with us if things seem a little bit
Please.
funky today. You know, we were just typing up the title and the description for today's live stream, and we decided that we were going to talk about the validity, the importance of email marketing and list building in the modern age, in 2020 and beyond, right? And I was like, Joshua, how many years have you been doing this? How many years have I been doing this? Wait a minute. That adds up to 40 years. So apparently we have 40 years of cumulative internet marketing, email marketing experience. Pretty awesome. And I've made almost every dime in my period of time from email. Like there have been a couple other spikes here and there, but nothing of massive, significant, long-term revenue. Like everything for me has come in via email, one way or the other. That has really made a difference. And what about you, Joshua? In all the years that you've been doing this, you know, have you had a similar experience? Do you think things are changing?
Email, without a doubt, in my personal experience, is the backbone, the glue. It may not be where all of the transactions take place, but it's where the relationship gets built. It's where the responsiveness gets built. It's where the value creation, you know, the direct communication vehicle that isn't dependent on you know, another platform. It was the first thing that actually attracted me into the online digital marketing space, and it still is today. You know, even with the text messaging and all the, you know, every week or month or two or whatever, where email's dead and all of that stuff is just caca. So
it's just caca. So, but why? So why is it that for so long, many people have been touting, both marketers who are selling other things and people in the greater, you know, I would say Silicon Valley, but it's not necessarily in any way limited to Silicon Valley at this point. Everybody in the modern era of technology and marketing, there has been a steady overtone or undertone of email is dead, email is dying, email is harder than it once was, email is more difficult. Obviously, it's not, well, maybe not obviously, it's not dead. It's still alive and well. Not only that, but it's still the single most profitable individual channel, and it's fully decentralized. So there's all these advantages that it has, but why does everyone always say that email is dead if it's not? I mean, that's a very common thing on the street, especially for non-email marketers to assume.
You want my cynical answer, or you want my abundant answer?
I'd like both.
Okay. My cynical answer is that it doesn't sell what they want to sell when they are promoting whatever the hottest thing is, the hack, the crap. And so email's dead. You got to do this. This is what's hot right now. This is what's in. This is the future. This is what, and that's what gets everybody jazzed up to want to, you know, buy, to want to actually transact, instead of creating the you know, the engagement. I mean, it just doesn't sell well. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. It can be a struggle sometimes. I remember I had this course that was actually a massive seller. I'm thinking about recreating it, called My First List. You may remember it. And we sold a crap load of them. But then it stopped selling, and email for a while did seem to be getting less sexy in the marketplace. And this turned out to be a mistake, but we rebranded it to be called Send Email Make Money. Send Email Make Money. And we rebranded it in order to appeal to a larger audience, a wider audience, a more biz-oppy audience versus a audience that already knew knew the value of building a list. Like my first list, I mean, who would want a list if you didn't even know what a list was or how unbelievably profitable they can be, right? But it assumed people knew what a list was or what list building was. And so we did sell a lot more copies of Send Email, Make Money, which is the same course. But I think that my first list actually caused a lot more people to be successful because they already had the understanding and the belief that building a list, is one of the, leverageable paths to income. It's one of the ways that you can break free from the time for money trap, right?
Yep, for sure. I think that also has to do with the kind of, what you're optimizing for, what you're looking to create. If you're just looking to sell a bunch of stuff that's going to have a short-lived, short legs in terms of the success, and if you want to be reinventing your campaign, in the next week, month, or thereabouts, where you've got to, go back to the drawing board and start all over again, then yeah. Make money, send email, make money is sexier. But the people that it attracts are exactly those people that aren't necessarily getting involved for the right reasons, that
right.
aren't, that don't have a clear understanding or a, hello, Jacqueline. Let's see if that's...
Hey, Jacqueline, good to see you.
Sorry, I'm trying to see all this at the same time. Anyway, what was I trying to say? I don't. I am just. There we go. Okay, cool.
Sorry, guys. We're getting used to a combination of Ecamm Live, which was recommended by Rich Sheffrin, and
which once I figure out how to use it, it's going to be awesome.
Restream.io. And so what we're doing is Ecamm Live, currently anyway, is basically a Skype plugin. And so we're actually on Skype together right now. And while we're on Skype, then Ecamm, Joshua is acting as the host. So he's logged into Ecamm from his computer, and he's able to adjust our names and presumably like other banners and colors and images, and I know he has some sound effects and all these types of things. And so we're able to kind of see chats coming in from you guys. If you are watching this and enjoying any of it, please type something in the chat so we can see if it pulls through on the messages and where exactly we're getting all of our visibility from and what's working and what's not. It would be really helpful. But Jacqueline, good morning, and I just want to, again, commend you on not only getting through your 99-day challenge, but you continued going. And Jacqueline is one of our students and a psychokinesis, PK, and spoon bending trainer and teacher who teaches people how to bend spoons with the power of their mind. Pretty amazing stuff. I've personally bent spoons with my mind under Jacqueline's instructions. So very interesting stuff. And so here's the thing. With building a list, building a following, building a group of people, there are a couple things. Number one is we have an amazing group. And if you're watching this from the inside of the art of email marketing, make some noise in the comments. Say something you like about email or something funny, or you can make a comment about my beard or whatever, just so I know. But we have a group of about 1,400 of the smartest email marketers on planet Earth right now, still living, eating, and breathing. Okay, there's an absolute who's who of direct response email marketing. We have new students coming in every day, but we have a kind of a group, a core group of all of my very best friends and colleagues, and Joshua's friends and colleagues from years of us working together, all in this one group together, exchanging ideas. So if you want to get better at email marketing and you're not already in the group, type "I love email" into the comments. Type "I love email" into the comments and shoot me or Joshua a direct message, a private message on Facebook, and we will be sure to get you an invitation into that group. No, you don't need to go look for us, Jacqueline. Wherever you are is totally fine. We're all good. But I do appreciate you asking. And I really want to do that interview with you. As a matter of fact, I want to ask you this question, Jacqueline. Simply put, you've been live streaming every day as a result of 99 days. You've been live streaming every day for over 99 days now. You're under you just broke through your 99-day threshold and you're into the hundreds. And so what I'd like to know is, for you, what did you get out of that so far? What's been your biggest takeaway or the biggest benefit that you've gotten personally from doing that so far? I would love to hear about it. If you would respond in the comments, it would be super helpful. And we should do an interview here in the next couple of days in 99 days group just to talk about it. I would love to hear more. So, all right, how are things going on your side, Joshua?
Well, smoother in terms of the tech, but I apologize for being distracted trying to figure all this stuff out. You know me, I've got to, take my shoes off to count.
That's right. No, that's cool. So, awesome. Well, so email marketing and list building in 2020, there are a lot of ways to build a list. And there are a lot of lists, if you've been in the game for a while, that you might have that you're not actually utilizing. So one of the biggest things that happens is companies will build a big email list over years and never email it, right? And when an email marketer, as a consultant, steps into that situation, and you find a treasure trove of this, where they have all these like customers and clients who are perhaps very happy, maybe do repeat business, all these types of things, and there's just no email going out to them. We're like, okay, let's build a campaign, and often you build a good campaign, you send out the emails, and a windfall of cash comes in, and a whole new profit center can be opened up for the business. But the same is true with your phone numbers, whether they're landlines, whether they're cell phone numbers, whether you're text messaging, whether you're sending voice broadcasts, whether you're using a text messaging chatbot. Same can be true with if you have mailing addresses. If you have physical mailing addresses and taking a winning promotion or a winning offer that you've created in the past online and converting it into a direct mail piece and sending it via direct mail, there are numerous channels of your list that are available that you're probably not utilizing to their fullest. I mean, very few people ever utilize this stuff to their fullest because it's a lot of work and it's learning a lot of new things, right? But you can build a Facebook group, you can build a chatbot following. Yeah, I mean, there are all these different places. You can build an Instagram account, but at the end of the day, something to remember. I've learned this over and over again. Mark Joyner has reminded me of it over and over again over the years, so I have to say thank you. Hats off to Mark Joyner for the reminder, is that email is decentralized, okay? There's no one company that ever can own your email list other than you, okay? And there are hundreds, if not thousands, of autoresponder email service provider options where if you do get shut down by your email provider for any reason, whether you're doing something dumb, knowingly or unknowingly, you can export your list and you can go import it somewhere else, and you can get started in many cases in less than 24 hours and be back in business. But if Facebook shuts you down, I mean, Joshua, what happens when Facebook shuts down your ad account?
SOL, baby.
For the most part.
Yeah, I mean, you can do things to, try to get back and to get back into their good graces. But if you, if you get stuck in that capacity, you're stuck in that capacity. And they, the golden rule, right? He who has the gold makes the rules. And it's Facebook's platform. And don't ever forget that it's their platform, not yours. Not, like you build a following, it is not your following on Facebook. It is Facebook's following that they're letting you hijack for a moment and borrow.
That's right.
So you have to play by their rules.
Do it and do what they want, right?
Yep, for sure.
Yep.
And so, I mean, that's why, frankly, that we're doing this type of multi-channel approach, and why we always recommend list building, email list building at the same time that you're building your following and you're building your audience. Look at anything that you do on Facebook, whether it's or Instagram or Twitter or anything that has that type of thing where where you can put your message out and communicate to a following. Look at it as a guest post. You're a guest on somebody else's platform that you're allowed to leverage their audiences, and you can build up a following within their framework, but it's still their platform. So by far, I couldn't agree more with what you just said about with what Mark Joyner reminded you of in terms of getting. It's that you have control over the direct communication medium, and you can build relationship with it. My not so cynical answer about why people oftentimes look at email as being dead is that I think a lot of people go about it the wrong way, and they don't deliver value of some sort. They don't connect and build relationship, deliver insights, deliver useful, utility-based ideas and insights. So, like that.
It's true, and or often the flip side can be very true with email, is that people try to often deliver too much polished value, and they overlook the critical importance of personal and deep human connection, right? It's very easy to get sucked into one side or the other, right? And at the end of the day, when you're building your following, you're building your list, where you're building your connection, it is just so unbelievably important to do both, right? To really establish connection and trust and rapport, but at the same time to educate and inspire, perhaps even entertain in the best, most useful, most valuable way that you possibly can with your people, depending on the nature of your work and the nature of your audience, and what kind of value exchange is happening there, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, so when you go on to, everyone gets frustrated with this over time, but I've seen this pattern over and over and over again. I'm sure you have too, Joshua, where Amazon is the same thing, right? Let's say you're an author, or let's say you're a musician, or let's say you sell candy. I mean, whatever, right? Whatever it is that you sell, you go onto Amazon, you open up an Amazon store, and you start selling on Amazon, and you start making some money, right? Maybe you're selling a product at a better price, or it's packaged better, or you're better at some aspect of building out your store on Amazon than some other people selling stuff. And sure enough, you're making money. You're getting checks from Amazon. Products are shipping. It's all happening. And then you realize at some point, oh, I really should be building my email list. But then Amazon makes it quite difficult for you to build your email list, and it can be very frustrating. And it's important to realize that Amazon's not your business, right? Amazon is an income stream for your business, but it's not your business, right? Amazon is a source of customers and a source of cash flow, but it's not your business. And out of all those customers, some of them will get on your list if you, again, play by Amazon's rules for as long as you play by Amazon's rules. But as soon as you stop playing by Amazon's rules, guess what? Like, out of luck. So, what is this? Not easy if you haven't been doing it, but once you pick a story or direction, then just start.
Advice from me to me. Unfortunately, it's not pulling in who the Facebook person is directly for some reason. I don't know why, but anywho, like that.
That's right. So let me just see here. Okay, Jacqueline said, routine of hair and makeup daily. I am more spontaneous and more on message. Doing 99 days has been a continuous positive growth. I'm attracting some influential people to my work because of it. That's great, Jacqueline. I'm super happy. Titles of the stream make a big difference. Yeah. Jacqueline, one thing, I don't know if I've said this directly to you or not, but I went through all your videos and I picked them apart just in my head. I looked at all the ones. I saw the ones that had 50 views or whatever, and the ones that had over 100 views, and then the ones that had close to 1,000 or more than 1,000 views. And what I saw was, something's weird with the video here. Oh, you're just doing all sorts of like special effects.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to figure out an easy way to get the message, the comments up there. Gene is the one that said not easy, but once you've been doing it for pick a story or a direction, then just start. I wonder, Gene, are you watching this inside of the Art of Email Marketing group, or are you watching it on Tellman or my direct personal profile? Just wondering, because I'm wondering why it's not showing your name when it did yesterday.
Yeah, surprising. No, I'm trying to figure that out. So, let me see. So basically, as you go out there and as you start fishing in other ponds, you can go and you can fish in the organic Facebook pond, and you can go and you can fish in the paid ads Facebook pond. You can go fish in the YouTube pond, and fish in the YouTube ads pond, and then you can go fish in the Twitter pond, Twitter ads pond, right? Like, you say, beginning to like get the idea. Maybe you go ahead and you start a podcast. Podcasts are slightly different. They're totally different traffic source, but still, at the end of the day, there are all these places you can go to essentially go fishing, and then everybody's going to come back to one centralized location. And even in the case of something like chatbots, which are great, but becoming very difficult and highly regulated very quickly. Still, if you have if you're, and I love ManyChat, but if you're using ManyChat and you decide to break the Facebook rules or the ManyChat rules, either one, you're out of business and you can no longer use your chatbot, right? But if your chatbot's goal is to get their name, email, possibly phone number, all of a sudden now you have a phone number list and you have an email list and you're good to go, even if something gets shut down. So super important that you're building your list at the absolute core of your business. There may at some point be email didn't always exist. Cell phone numbers didn't always exist. Voice broadcasts didn't always exist. These technologies are changing, but in terms of what's going to be highly popularized and simultaneously decentralized, not owned by any one company, hard to say. Hard to say what the technology is going to be that is going to outdo email. But for the time being, as far as we can tell, email is still king. Email still rules them all, and everything else really should be our feeder into that part of your business and that part of your system. So we have a whole group about this, guys, called the Art of Email Marketing, that has 1,400 plus of the world's best, most astute, highest level, most experienced email marketers, direct response marketers in the world. If you want to learn from us, if you want to be part of that group, if you want to up your email marketing game, then type I love email into the comments and shoot me or Joshua a direct message in Facebook, and we'll be sure to get you an invitation into that group.
Cool.
What else do we want to talk about, Joshua?
Well, let's see. Jacqueline just put something on the screen there.
I did. Sorry, I got distracted, Jacqueline. So, here's what happened. Simply, almost all of the ones, there were a couple outliers, but almost all of your live streams that got anywhere close to 1,000 views or beyond had an attempt at a headline. And I don't know if it was on purpose or on accident. But what I do know is the titles of your videos overall that did better, like when you did a guided meditation and it was specific that you were doing a guided meditation, it did better. When you did a guided meditation on a certain topic, it did significantly better, okay? When you had a number in the headline, it did better. And so when you're making your videos, the point is, you've been studying direct response marketing for a long time. You've purchased a crap load of courses over the last 15 or 20 years, however long it's been, and you can totally go watch YouTube videos on how to write better headlines if you still need more help. Point here is, write kick-ass headlines as the titles of your videos. That's it. Specificity, power words, classic, bold, attention-grabbing headline or question, right? All of the rules of writing rock-solid headlines apply to writing titles for your videos. And it makes a huge difference. And if you look back at the views that you have on all your videos, you will see that it has made a huge difference for you already. So I would encourage you to start titling your videos about the specific benefits that people are going to get from watching the live stream. Super important. It'll totally skyrocket your views. I mean, if you go back and you look at them yourself, you will totally see that. So hopefully that will settle in. And I mean, you can just go and Google how to write kick-ass headlines, and you'll have numerous articles and or videos just on, and templates, top 100 greatest headlines of all time. Rewrite those, for spoon bending. It'll be awesome. Super powerful. So thank you for reminding me. Sorry, I got distracted. Cool. Well, Joshua, I think that's all we need to cover today.
Yeah, a little disjointed, but I think we got some valid points in.
Great. Looking forward to going in and hooking up all the other 30 services to Restream. That's going to be interesting.
Well, what would be really interesting is getting my act together on the technical side, so that my head is not in the details, but can be fully engaged and present in delivering some insights and or learning some insights from you, so that I can actually be present, so to speak.
Yes, well, thank you for taking the time to learn all the stuff with Ecamm. I mean, I haven't even downloaded Ecamm yet, and so I hear you, but learning curve is learning curve sometimes, I think. Yeah,
without a doubt. Without a doubt. I just thought I went through, I've already spent a good, I don't know, 15 hours or so plus trying to figure all this stuff out, and thought I made good progress until today.
That's great. No, we're making great progress. Right now we're beaming out to 7 or 8 different locations simultaneously. We're pushing out to Joshua's personal live stream, my personal live stream. We're pushing out to the Art of Email Marketing Facebook group. We might be pushing out to 99 days. I don't know if I set that up or not. We are pushing out to, I think, one of my personal Facebook pages, pushing out to my Periscope page, pushing out to my YouTube channel, and we're adding more on and the cool thing about the Restream is that you can start seeing the analytics of all of them kind of combined in one place. So I'm really looking forward to checking that out more as we move forward.
Jean did say that she was listening inside the group, and I just had an idea. I added the Ecamm Live app to the groups page, but I did not add Restream's app. I'm assuming that they have something similar for the chat, and I bet that's why her name and avatar isn't pulling through.
It's probably true.
So I'll do that as soon as we're done here.
Cool. Yeah, we'll keep figuring it out. We'll keep on honing it, and it'll get better and better.
Rock and roll, baby.
Nice. All right, everybody. Well, I hope you have a fantastic day. We'll catch you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. Over and out.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.